There's one stock that is about to skyrocket. They do have an investment from Tether, the stablecoin leader, the owner, provider of the USDC stablecoin, which is meant to track the US dollar to be a safe way to convert Bitcoin to dollars, to put it in a simple way that I understand it. This ticker is BTDR. So it was a Bitcoin miner. It still can mine Bitcoin. But like a lot of these Bitcoin miners, they're transitioning to AI data center service companies because the margin is much higher as a LLM farm rather than a Bitcoin miner. So BTDR is the ticker. Let's jump into a little bit about the company and why it looks positioned to be a buy right now. This is not financial advice.
This is Sam Putnam.
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 So this is BitDeer. They're not yet a pure AI provider. They're still doing mining. They're pivoting into the high performance computing infrastructure, AI, GPUs, data center conversion. But it still takes time. And my understanding is that they're still doing the Bitcoin mining right now. But this partnership with NVIDIA is big. They don't have an investment from NVIDIA. But with the NVIDIA event happening today, I think BTDR is definitely in the conversation for stocks to buy right now for AI workloads, even though they have BIT in their name. And there's definitely been a lot of buying activity recently, just higher low after higher low. On a 5-year chart, well, they're getting up towards all-time highs again. Now, they haven't even been public for very long. It's only been a couple years. But if we look at this level right now, this is an important spot for BTDR. They do have to get over this earnings as well. It could be great. It might not be good. It doesn't totally impact, the structure we've already got going now, depending on how earnings comes out. But it's only recently that it's had this run. Of course, the market as a whole had a big run. If we look at some other sort of, Raya and Mara were the original Bitcoin miners, and they sort of ran and then came back in September. Everything ran in September, but Iron being maybe the biggest runner, it's been on an absolute tear. They have that Google connection. So I don't know necessarily if BitDeer is going to go the way of Iron. Not every company can basically close $1 billion offering. So we'll see what happens. But I do think there's already some buying and this thing could go up even more. So those are the comparisons. Cipher is another one that ran in September, but these guys have to get through earnings as well. And this is not totally a penny stock anymore. It's a $25 stock. The liquidity, $70 million a day ish. It means you can put 100K in here without blinking, and more than that if you space it out over an hour or something like that. So this is BitDeer. They're in AI training as well. So if they can get some of that market from AWS, from CoreWeave, from Azure, this is a big target. I know it's not a gigawatt. Everyone's talking about gigawatts of nuclear to be deployed to power all these loads, but a megawatts is still a lot. So maybe they'll 5x this. Maybe this $2 billion of annualized revenue will increase even more. But as they pivot to AI, this is going to be really attractive to investors. It's very high margin. It's rumored that NVIDIA might have 70 to 80% margins on their GPUs. And so all of that sort of gets passed down. It's a high margin vertical AI infrastructure. They got a nice little ML award. So it seems like the actual people who know what's going on, the developers like them, which is super important because some of these decisions get made from the bottom up as far as which, HPC, high performance computing, which platform to go with. Like, why go with BitDR over Cipher? Like I just showed, there's a ton of former Bitcoin mining operations. So if they're actually positioning themselves as a product that works, then the people that are decision makers, the CTOs, will like that. So Alberta is possibly the province, the sector, the whatever you want to call it, the place of choice for a metadata center as well. I don't know if this site is going to be related to that, but I think they have some favorable regulation up there in that part of Canada that makes this power built out possible. So I think BitDR operating there is bullish as well. And if you look at the Tether partnership, they do have NVIDIA as like a collaborator. And then we'll see what happens. But this is interesting because Tether was also helped by the Genius Act. Crypto is becoming more regulated, and these companies want it to be more regulated because they want to conduct business on shore. So if BitDR can be a beneficiary of that, sort of get some of those Genius Act tailwinds, it's possible, I'm really not implying this, but some of these Bitcoin miners turned AI infrastructure providers might get a bit of a government tailwind as well. I don't know what that'll be, if that'll be in less regulation, easier permitting, or if it'll be a stake, like the rare earths or the, Intel, the government took a stake in. We'll see. The Lithium America government took a stake in. I don't know if AI infrastructure, former Bitcoin miner, is a national security concern that for that reason the government will want to take a stake, but it's definitely good to have Tether on your side. USDC is like the stablecoin. So the US dollar tracks stablecoin. Now, NVIDIA has a lot of partners, okay, but if they are a preferred network and if they get NVIDIA's GPUs before other people, or at least along with the other miners, that's definitely a green light. I wouldn't look too much into this. So, $500 million is a lot, but this is a partnership. So it could be interesting. I don't know exactly why this is happening in Bhutan rather than the US. I'm pretty sure that's India. Someone can fact check me on that, but yeah. It's, crypto is traditionally not US based, but the $100 million investment from Tether could change that. Now, as far as basically how BitDR is different than the other ones, that's sort of the question that pops into my mind. I mean, you could invest in any of these. Recently, they are mining more Bitcoin. That's great. They are pivoting like we talked about, and they have these sites being converted in Ohio for AI workloads for next year. Analyst price targets are solid. Analyst price targets are always solid, but they're not profitable. So there's that. And then, the Tether investment helps sort of the crypto. Crypto is actually looked at favorably right now in this administration. So I don't think that's a negative flag. But I think as they move more into AI, I think more analysts will be bullish on it as well. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But I don't think there's any recent news that really the problem for them. The only question will be, what is it about Mara? What is it about Riot? What is it about Hut? Besides it being Canadian, typically that would not be a great sign in terms of at least government support. Although with this Alberta build out, if a AI company is co-located to the power source, that could be bullish for Hut. And we'll see. All I can really say, honestly, is look at the charts. Look at the charts for these companies, and they're going to sort of tell the story. And they kind of told the story, when they were Bitcoin miners, and I think they're going to tell the story as well. Mara's been pretty choppy, right? It's been, smoother. And then obviously we looked at Iron, but we already knew Iron was on fire in a good way. And BTDR definitely has a lot of buying activity. So we'll see what happens. This level is really relevant right now. There is an opportunity to buy before earnings. And if you get a cushion, then that's a prudent way to go about it. So that's the ticker. If you like these ideas, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe. And if you want to take advantage of stockscommunity.com's make $1,000 in stocks in the first 90 days or your money back guarantee, head to stockscommunity.com. You can go right there. You can hit that face of mine and give it a whirl. It's my guarantee to you, and you'll see some testimonials from people who have been using these ideas and doing well with them. I give the best idea that I can come up with on a particular day. Some of these videos might come out a little late, and there's a lot of ideas, I know. It's not financial advice, but I hope this all helps you.
This is Sam Putnam. This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.